You made a face. You went when you heard about a quarterback set to be released.
Well, maybe it's one of those things where it was already in the process of them being released. I just didn't know if they had been released yet or not.
No, this is something where he hasn't been released yet, and he's most likely he's going to be released.
And it's what, more shocking than Kirk Cousins?
No, it's actually it would be interesting to discuss because he would be wherever he goes, he's going to go start.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this guy?
We've talked about him recently. Um, I'll say the report here. It says he hasn't spoken with his GM since the end of the season. Um,
Kyler Murray.
there you go.
Wow.
It's
Kyler
Kyler
Murray's
Murray.
going to go be the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
That's
Because they want
disgusting.
another undersized, no arm talent type of guy, you know?
Now,
Kyler's got arm talent. That's a joke.
we'll see. Now, Miami's on the list, but this is like besides I don't know, like the Jets, like the closest you'd get to just whatever situation you're in Arizona.
Yeah.
Unless Miami made like ridiculous moves, like
Yeah.
monstrous moves, like the most moves a team could ever make.
Also, I will say I was spot on about Kyler Murray.
What you mean?
I said he will not start. He will not play for the Arizona Cardinals.
You just said you said no matter what. I don't know where he's gonna go, but he will not play
No matter
for
what.
Arizona next season.
And he will not. I'm very glad. That's actually really good to hear. Now this is going to be very interesting though, especially with the draft coming up.
Oh, see, that's the thing though. Is it's the draft's coming up, so there may be. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I think this does he get. I think whatever move it gets made, I think he goes. He's on a team before the draft. I
When's
think
the
a
draft?
team. I think there are teams. The
Next month?
draft's in. Is it the end? Was it the end of April, beginning of May? It's or is it
Mid-April?
or is it beginning of April? What is? I honestly forgot what month it was.
It's March.
Yeah, it is March. When is it? Or beginning? Is it the end of March, beginning of April?
No, I think it's closer to May.
Okay, April 23rd. There we go.
Yeah.
So end of April. Yeah, April 23rd.
Maybe.
I think whatever team Kyler Murray is going to play for, I think they make that decision before they go and try to draft either somebody else or draft around a team where they don't even know who the quarterback's going to be. If that makes any sense.
Or it'll be a draft situation where it's again, I can see this year being similar to last year where we don't have those for certain NFL starter type of guys, or at least like the bigger names. Like right now, it's Mendoza, fucking. I mean, Diego Pavia might not even get drafted at this point. The way he speaks and performs. Who's the other guy from
We got to remember he's not.
Alabama?
You heard what he said. He's not mature yet. So
Yeah, because he's not 25. He's 24.
he said he's only 24, and
Yeah, he's
technically,
only spent 6 years in college.
frontal lobe doesn't fully form until you're 25.
Exactly. So
So
you're not. He's not fully developed yet. What's his nuts? Ty Simpson.
oh, okay.
But it's just a bunch of underwhelming guys like it was last year. Um, so I mean, yeah, and Mendoza's pretty much a lock, unless he gets arrested, like you said. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
Someone told him to get arrested,
Okay. All right. Let's
which
guess
is pretty
though.
funny.
Let's actually guess. What team told Mendoza to get arrested? There's a few. You could have had what? Like now you got to remember what? There's teams like the Vikings who have had the most arrests since 2000 or most arrests of
That's
all
true.
time. It's
It
2000
feels
or
like
all
a
time.
Miami thing, but it feels like a Mike McDaniel thing, but he's gone. So
What's crazy is it seems like a Raiders thing.
but they said that so he could slip.
No, that's my point. What I'm saying, like if any team that would say
Yeah,
this,
no,
it'd
of
be the
course. I mean, if
Raiders.
you want
But
to talk about a place where you can get arrested pretty easily.
Philly? Nah, but you know why? Why would
No,
Philly want that? Why
fuck
would
no.
Philly doesn't want that? Unless they do.
No, not Atlanta. I don't even know who
I don't
would.
know. It could have been Atlanta. Could have been the
Maybe
Saints. Maybe could have been the Saints telling them
maybe the Saints.
Spygate or not Spy. What they do? What they do?
Uh, um,
Kill for money. Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate,
Bounty
kill
Gate.
for money.
Kill for money. Bounty Gate.
Um, I don't
But
know who would have done that. It's kind of odd, but it's still funny.
oh, Jerry Jones.
Hell no.
He definitely was like, you could get arrested.
Hell no.
You could get arrested. You
You
could
might
get
want to get
arrested. It was
arrested.
definitely Jerry Jones that suggested that. There's nobody else that would suggest that
He
but Jerry
definitely would have
Jones.
name dropped Jerry Jones had he said that because that's pretty
Nah,
funny.
Mendoza, he's not going out like that. But I'd say the best chance of winning, like if Kyler wants to go win now, he goes to Minnesota.
That was my thought, and I think it's kind of a win-win for Minnesota. If Kyler performs great, I mean, I say you make them compete. You make Kyler the starter immediately. What that does is it puts JJ on the back burner. You don't have to worry about him. You don't have to worry about dumbing down an offense too much. Um, and for JJ, I mean, any pressure gets put on Kyler and not JJ anymore. It's not going to be a year of, hey, can this guy even play quarterback? It's going to be, hey, he's learning behind Kyler. Now, will JJ get another shot after this? Maybe as a backup. I don't know. This
Nah,
is a pretty big demotion, though.
see, I was gonna say, yeah, a win-win for Minnesota and Kyler. Now, obviously, if you're JJ, your stint is pretty much over in Minnesota if they bring
Yeah,
another quarterback in.
100%.
If
And it's like, this is a move where, yeah, you're not getting the best quarterback. Kyler's had some not great years, but you're getting a guy who's, yeah, much higher quality than JJ, and it's not as, I guess, up in the air as like someone like AR,
no, because at this
where
point,
it's a the actual competition.
at this point for Kyler, it's I mean, in most people's eyes, it would be on him if he's put on a winning team, a team made to win. It's going to be on you to show up. Like,
100%.
you've been fucking rotting in Arizona for your entire career. So yeah, if you join a team like Minnesota, it's going to be on you. But yeah, no, the JJ Minnesota stint is over. If Minnesota makes that move. I think even Minnesota knows, like, yeah, McCarthy's pissed. JJ would be pissed if they bring in a Kyler Murray.
If they make, and yeah, but he has no room to talk. He hasn't done anything, and I think most of all, I think Kevin O'Connell's pissed. Um, he has the pieces. He has the ability to go out
Mm-hmm.
and win games. He has a great defense, and he has a top receiver in the league who they can't get any production out of him. He's gonna walk. All you got to do is throw him the ball. And Kyler Murray, matter of fact, can throw the ball over the middle, which is cool.
See, and that's what's cool is you probably won't have to dumb the playbook down for Kyler Murray. And
Not as much.
another great thing is just me thinking about all those deep balls that he's gonna be yucking up to Justin
Yeah,
Jefferson.
because he's got the speed to beat a lot of guys. And it's kind of a shame to see someone like Justin get underused. Um, and it's not like he's played with the highest quality quarterbacks ever, but
I mean,
which makes it even better for Kyler. I mean, he can play with Kyler and be
bes-
a top
besides,
receiver.
besides this year, you couldn't even look at the numbers and tell who if the quarterback Jettas
You
is
couldn't
playing
tell.
with are good or not.
Fuck no.
He got like what? I think he barely cracked 1,000, had like 2 touchdowns, but we all know
Yeah.
what is Justin Jefferson. Like we know,
Yeah.
which is
Exactly.
exactly why it's like the same thing when I try to say like not to hate on him too much, but you know he won a Super Bowl. I think he'll be okay. Like is JSN top 5 numbers wise and awards wise this year of recency like in terms
This
of
year,
recency
sure.
bias, sure. But I mean, you're gonna take a guy who had 1,000 yards and 2 touchdowns and go, well, he's definitely better than JSN because fuck the numbers. We
All
know.
right. 100%.
Um, and here's another question: is Kyler on the Vikings better than Sam on the Vikings?
We don't know. I mean,
What do you
Sam's
think?
last 2 years have been lightning in a bottle. I think I think Kyler's best is better than Sam Darnold's best for sure.
Kyler's best is better than Sam Donald's best. That's
I
a
mean,
lot.
Sam Darnold won 14 games this year. Wasn't talked about in MVP conversations. He threw 15 picks. He had an incredible system around him for 2 years in a row, and performed well enough within his system. And not at one point were we like, oh yeah, this is. We were talking about fucking Drake May
Yeah.
long before we ever even brought up Sam Darnold, and by the time we were talking about Drake May, before that we were talking about Baker.
But you
Um,
got to think though. You got to think though. You're essentially like, and I mean, obviously, there's a lot of moving pieces to all these scenarios. But are we moving that conversation to the Seahawks? What about the Seahawks? Are we saying that Kyler could have replicated what Sam Donald did this past season and go and
I'm
win a
gonna be
Super
honest. I don't
Bowl?
think anyone could have replicated what Sam Darnold did this year. In the sense that, like, it, it wasn't on him
Okay.
to to win these games. It was on him to perform well enough. It was on him to not fuck up. And then they got really lucky a lot. I think they played good games. The fucking Charbonnet fucking pickup in the end zone. It's pretty lucky. The Steelers leaving the ball in the end zone on a kickoff or on a punt. Pretty
Mm.
lucky. Like there's certain and any team that wins is lucky, but and not at one point was this year on Sam Darnold. And yeah, no, Kyler maybe. Anyone is a honestly at any point anyone's a maybe to win a Super Bowl on that team. And then you get to fucking face the Patriots in the Super Bowl, who are not prepared to even fucking I don't even know.
and,
But
and I'll agree. I'll say lucky. Lucky isn't always like lucky is the word lucky is used so in such a negative light.
agreed.
Like it's not necessarily a bad thing saying uh, certain things happened last year for Seattle that made them lucky.
Yeah.
Because to be completely honest with you, it's like, okay, were they, like you said, were there certain plays that happened that led to wins in the regular season that made them lucky to win? Yeah. Were they lucky to face a team like New England? Maybe. But they were still, it's not like they were just pitter patting around bullshitting. Like they
No,
were still putting on a damn show and were showing why they were one of the better teams in the league. But like, if you want to talk lucky, it's like, okay, ask me if I think Ray Lewis's final ride was lucky.
do you?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray Lewis announced his retirement before the fucking playoffs, and we
Yeah.
somehow found a way to beat Andrew Luck in his fucking prime rookie year, but
Yep.
still, I
Sure.
mean, his first 3 years, 4 years was his fucking prime.
MVP Peyton Manning,
Peyton Manning in Denver in double overtime,
Tom
and then
Brady,
beating Tom Brady and the Patriots in New England,
and then
and then doing what we did in San Fran to
yep,
San Fran
to
in New
San Fran
Orleans.
and New Orleans. Yeah.
Um,
Jinx. But yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
fourth and
if you ask
29,
me, like, huh?
fourth and 29
No, yeah,
versus the
it's
Chargers, the
and
Mile
yeah,
High Miracle.
but we
Sorry,
like
sorry,
again,
sorry. It's just so many things started coming to mind about luck. It's like, what are we talking about?
you can look at any year and say the same thing. But like, if you were to ask me, like, do I think anyone else on that Eagles team in 2017 could have won the Super Bowl? Probably not. Like, I don't know. Like,
No, because
it's such a rare
and
experience.
then you want to talk like all the moving parts and stuff. It's like, yeah, if you have a quarterback that's not as systemy as Nick Foles, you might have a completely different game plan for that team going into that week. Every week, there's so many variables. It's like, who the fuck knows how that shit would have worked out? It's almost like maybe a quarterback for the 2000 Ravens would have almost done too much or whatever the fuck. And
Exactly.
now, honestly, I don't think that'd be possible for that defense. But either way,
Sure.
just
Yeah.
game plans changing and whatnot. It's like, yeah, no, there is a chance where a quarterback doing too much could
And
hurt you.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think the expectation for Kyler Murray should be a Super Bowl. And like again, I think Sam Darnold he's had an anomaly of the past few years, um, which is fine. It's cool, but what we expect from Kyler Murray is to see a version of him that reminds us of what we were supposed to get from him. Um, Maybe a new fire. I don't know if we'll see that. I don't know if he'll go to Minnesota and we'll see that there, or if he'll go. God, who else is on your list?
Um, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's possible.
Go team up with I didn't even bring up like Minnesota said they're set to get rid of Aaron Jones, so I don't know who they're gonna bring in at running back. They could look at a
Well, I think we knew that. I think Aaron Jones knew that
yeah.
when he started talking his shit.
Yeah, no, Aaron Jones is an idiot, but as soon as he was like, yeah, no, the Vikings, they did not know what to do on offense
But
at all.
I don't think that made him get cut. I just think they were like he knew that was the end of his ride there. He's also older, so
Yeah, no,
but no, they do need a running back.
I also don't think you should just bank on what about Jordan?
He's cool.
He's cool. They could, but you know who? But I mean, yeah, you could look at a Kenneth. You could look at a Najee Harris. You could look at some. And we remember we said what happened to Najee. And you were like his eye. He tore his Achilles.
He tore his Achilles. Yeah,
Right.
I saw that last week, and I was
Yeah,
like, that makes so much more sense now.
he tore his whole Achilles. So I forgot all about that. But they could look at him as well. But Pittsburgh with Kyler, you're teaming up with DK. You got some.
That's about it. Cut everything there. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Um, and hopefully they make some more moves. I don't like Pittsburgh though. I think they're in a horrible transition period. I think they're in such a weird spot right now. Um, I don't think it's a good environment for a guy who's in Kyler's position. Like these next couple of years, this year is humongous for Kyler. If this year doesn't go well, he might not start consistently down the road. Like this could be the beginning of becoming a journeyman.
Yeah, but now obviously I could see the Steelers doing that for him by helping that happen because the
Yeah,
Steelers have been in a transitional period for
since
10 years, 8
2021.
years. I mean, let's be real. The final
Well,
few fat last years have been. It was like, all
100%.
right,
Well, we'll say since 18,
okay. When did
8 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been close to a decade. They've been in a transition period because I
Yeah.
feel like for a while it was like, all right, well, we gotta find some type of Big Ben successor, but in reality, that's not a thing. So you
And they've done it to themselves. Just like, no offense to you guys, but had you not drafted Lamar Jackson, you would be in the same spot of trying to find a pocket passing replacement, but at the same time winning 8, 9 games a year and not being able to get a generational talent,
yeah.
or big picks or whatever. So they've
Hmm.
just been going through this process of trying really hard with an okay team and winning enough and never really resetting. Granted, resets don't always work, but they didn't trust the reset. Never could.
What division
And I
would
don't
you?
think they are. I still don't think they are. You bring in a Mike McCarthy instead of bringing in a new head coach and just restarting.
What division would you rather play in if you're Kyler Murray, the AFC North or the NFC North next year?
That's tough. I mean, if you had asked me 10 years ago, the NFC, but they're one of the tougher divisions right now. So,
But it's like
I mean,
even
probably the toughest. No
yeah.
teams below 500.
No, the NFC North's the best. They were the best team in the division last year, or the best division in the NFL
Division,
last year.
yeah.
But I mean, you got to even look at the AFC North. Obviously, you're going to deal with the Ravens. You're going to just deal with the Browns' defense, and then who knows how Cincinnati's going to look. But as of right now, yeah, if I'm Kyler, I'd rather play in the North, but I'd rather play for the Vikings than the Steelers.
Yeah. Um, Are the Jets on your list?
Um, yeah,
If they are, they shouldn't be because it's just again career suicide.
yeah. If he goes to the Jets,
I'd rather I would rather be in Arizona than New York.
fuck yeah. What am I
Yeah,
going to the Jets for?
nothing.
A battle with Justin Fields? What are we
Nothing, man.
doing?
Give me an
Um,
Aaron Glenn battle.
I mean, he could go to Atlanta. You could just give up on Penix,
I don't even know if they have to give up, but
bro.
no, give
You
up.
can't bring in
You
a
you
guy
can't half ass Kyler.
because they the fact that they're already like, do you go with Kirk or Penix? The fact that that's even a conversation. You bring in a guy like Kyler, Michael Penix is done with Atlanta, and he might not have much, like you said, might not have much room, but he's still to him personally. So well, fuck y'all.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
and the other thing with Atlanta, we were hoping to get answers about that offense from Kirk. We thought he was good enough to come in and play well enough and tell us like, oh, is uh fucking Kyle Pitts the issue? And does he finally have a talented quarterback? And then Kirk comes in and has 8 good weeks and then shits the bed, and then we have no answers about that offense. So it might be the same thing where we don't get answers about either side, the quarterback or the offense, and that offense needs answers.
yeah, you could bring a Kyler over and you could work some magic with him and Bijan and you could I mean, you got Drake London out there. I don't know what Pitt's future looks like. I mean, maybe they clean that defense up. Stefanski's over down there now. Who knows? How things are gonna look next year. Definitely won't have James Pierce. But hopefully,
James Pierce.
um, crashed into his ex girlfriend and then hit a cop with
Oh,
his
gotcha.
car.
I was. Yep.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be available next season. I'd be
I doubt it.
surprised. Well, what's crazy is like I'm not like I wouldn't put my life on it. Like
No, like it anytime like that's all up in the air. Like it's all
like James Pierce hasn't been released.
there's an investigation pending. So
No, no. What's the investigation? It's like he did that shit. Like are we because the only way it's like what are we waiting for? Okay, so is the NFL like, well, we're not gonna get rid of him for this, but like did he stalk her? Let's make sure, did he stalk her or
yeah,
not, or did he
exactly.
just hit her
Yeah,
with his car? Because
yeah.
what is the NFL waiting on? Like,
I'm
to be honest with you,
couldn't tell you.
I don't know how this isn't a perfect example of this being like a overall just NFL ban, like being worthy of something like that.
We the NFL is so fucking backwards, dude. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know why we would expect something. I don't
Well,
know,
I mean, here,
morally correct.
this is the only way I could say you could expect something morally correct is if, okay, 12 not even 12 years ago, however long ago, they wanted to make an example out of Josh Gordon, right?
Yeah,
And say,
for
if
drugs.
this is what you do, if this is what you want to do, this is what's going to happen. Why would you not take a situation that wraps up two of the biggest problems with NFL players, domestic violence and shit in cars,
Yep,
and go, hey, if this is what you do, this is what's gonna happen, and permanently
yep.
ban that motherfucker. You're telling me they didn't pretty much just blindly ban Ray Rice.
They completely banned Ray
Like
Rice.
they said, he's suspended
Well, that was
indefinitely,
supposed to
but
be the example, and clearly that did not work.
fuck
And
no.
nothing. Here's the thing: nothing will work. Um, and what's crazy is, like they banned or suspended Calvin Ridley for a year. Maybe it did work. Like guys still got hit with betting charges and accusations, but maybe that deterred more. And maybe Ray Rice getting banned deterred some people, but some people still do it just because.
Hmm.
So maybe it did work a little bit, and people still suck, but it's never gonna stop ever.
But you take James Pierce, and you take a situation and it's perfect because it's not even something where it's like it, and not to compare situations that involve like domestic disputes or whatever, but he didn't kill anybody. But it's like if you are still going to show this type of violence and this type of craziness, it's like you don't deserve to be in the
Have
NFL.
we not brought up the fact that Henry Ruggs could still play in the NFL? Like he murdered a woman
All right, all right,
and her dog.
all right. The fact that Henry
Like that's still
Ruggs,
up in the air.
the fact that Henry Ruggs may be allowed to play in the NFL one day is crazy,
Yeah.
and I don't think that should be allowed. But
No.
I think you could use James Pierce as a perfect example to go, hey, if you want to do stupid shit like this is what will happen. Don't even
Yeah.
fuck court. I'm not waiting to hear what a judge has to say. This is what I'm Roger
Agreed.
Goodell. I'm the judge of this fucking court.
Judge, jury, and executioner, you
Fuck
done, buddy.
that. You're out of here. Speaking of out of here, Kyler, Jets, no. Atlanta, cool. Could be Atlanta, the NFC South though. A little sweet,
Really cool.
pretty sweet. You know, you
Pretty
got
sweet.
Tampa, which is who knows. You got Carolina, which is who knows. And you got New Orleans.
Which
That's
is fuck that.
yeah, that's a lot better than Niners, Saints, or Niners, Seahawks, Rams twice a fucking year.
Horrible. It's a lot better than the North. It's a lot better than both Norths. Sorry, NFC and AFC.
For your entire career, mind you. That's what he's been dealing with.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Donald retired, and then other Seahawks got a Legion of Boom 2.0. Fuck
For
it, whatever.
there was at the same time the Cardinals are going through their worst period in the past 15 years. They've been bad, but this is
They've
like
been
we don't
bad.
even talk about Arizona.
No, they
Like
are.
they show glimpses with fucking what's his name, David Johnson, and even a few years ago, fucking they had some playoff runs with D Hop and James Conner. This is like full on absolute poverty. No one wants to be there. No one wants to play for them.
Mhm.
We didn't even realize that they were in those sick ass unis because we didn't watch.
Dude, I saw those uniforms. I was like, we didn't put them in the bracket.
Huh?
We didn't put those uniforms in the bracket.
I thought we did.
No, the Sandstorms.
No. Oh, no, we didn't. Which are awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't put the
We
Sandstorms
put the
there.
black ones, which we didn't even know were a thing. But
Mm-hmm.
what were they called?
I think they were called like the Desert
No, what
somethings.
was the NFL
Oh, rivalry uniforms.
rivalry? Yeah, those are sick.
Um, and the final team because so what I read was Colts are trying to work on a long term deal with Daniel Jones. All right.
It's funny.
They could also, and it'd be crazy because I mean he's not. He's not. Is he playing next year? Like what at all?
When did he tear it?
Week
12?
10 later. Philip Rivers only played what?
They were what? Dude, they were. Yeah,
It was
they'd already
week.
won
It was like
8
week. It was
games,
late. It was late. Week
7 or 8
12 or
games. Yeah,
13.
yeah.
He he like tore. It was a tear and a break, or just the tear.
Tear.
Okay. Well, I know
Yo,
he was dealing with a broken tibia, something. He was dealing with a broken bone
tibia.
in his damn leg. And then he tore
Hmm.
his knee up. I really don't see him being available, especially early in the season, which would make me think be harder to land somebody like Kyler. Because you could also just say fuck the whole Daniel Jones plan and just bring in a Kyler.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those weird things where I don't know. It's not Carson Wentz feeling, but somewhat like where quarterback shows promise, you don't know for certain how good or you don't see the end of a year or whatever. So, uh, uh, especially like on his comeback, like Daniel Jones, maybe not played the worst football ever, but not great football for a while. And then we're mid comeback, and then he tears his shit. So,
Mm.
um, it's a weird spot for him. If he does get a long term contract, it won't be more than 2 to 3 years, and I don't know, $25 million a year.
But the best spot would be Minnesota.
By far.
Go to
And
Minnesota.
yeah, I think it works for Minnesota. I think he'll fit in with O'Connell's offense. I think O'Connell will like him.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think it'll work.
it'll be cool.
I think it'll work.